And Johnny, let's close out the podcast taking a look at a topic from the DC realm of things. Before we get into it, make sure to check us out on patreon.com/most valuable podcast. That is how you can support MVP and help us do what we do for you each and every week. Also, we are going to have new rewards coming for you guys at the beginning of April. April 1st is our target date, so be on the lookout for those. We just had an MVP meeting yesterday, and all the guys are really excited about what's on the horizon for Patreon and the new rewards and the new extra things that we are going to give you guys for helping support us each and every month that you are at the tiers on Patreon, patreon.com/most valuable podcast. But Johnny, we're looking at some DC news because it looks like Ezra Miller, his days as the Flash may be numbered. And this is coming from The Hollywood Reporter, or The Hollywood Report. I think it's Hollywood Reporter. The news comes from them, who report that Miller's days as Barry Allen may be numbered. The Star reportedly does not see eye to eye with the take of Daly and Goldstein, the writers who came over, who they also did Spider-Man Homecoming. He doesn't see eye to eye with their take, which has resulted in him teaming up with comic book writer Grant Morrison to write a new script for the Scarlet Speedster solo film. Warner Brothers agreed to let Miller write his own draft of the script that could be done by next week. But if they don't take to Miller's script, they will likely recast the role unless he then agrees to stay on for Daly and Goldstein's approach. The last-ditch effort by Miller to see his darker version of Flash, for Flash, make it to the big screen, that's weird language, will likely force WB to choose if they rather have Miller or Daly and Goldstein attached. They are now staring at a possibility of having to recast a third member of their original Justice League lineup. Ben Affleck's out. Cavill reportedly is out. With Miller's contract on hold, the Flash with Miller's contract on hold, the Flash expiring in May, it was put at a countdown clock on resolving this matter. They just recast Will Smith's Deadshot so that Idris Elba can take over the role. So Miller will need to deliver a can't-miss script if he is going to stay on. Johnny, I want to ask you, should DC and Warner Brothers just say screw it and recast Ezra Miller as the Flash? Or recast the Flash and not go with Ezra Miller?
I say Ezra Miller should they should go, okay, Ezra, you either go along with this script, or we're going to find a new Flash. Because guess what? He says he wants to make a darker Flash.
That worked the first time. That worked the first time when DC went dark and gritty.
Yeah, I mean, again, and especially on it's just like when we talked about Marvel making R-rated movies. You have to go along with what the character's supposed to be, and we don't need a Batman version of the Flash. We don't need, just like it didn't work. It worked to a degree, but not to the, I didn't like it I didn't love it when we had a Batman-esque Superman. What about you? Man of Steel was an okay movie, right?
I mean, Man of Steel, I didn't have a huge problem with Man of Steel.
The storyline was good.
It was okay, that was cool. My biggest gripe at the end of it was that there was no post-credit scene. Yeah, because that was at the start of Marvel was just training us in that. Yeah, to where I was like, really?
DC could have gotten.
I was like, really? Marvel's doing these cool post-credit scenes, and you're giving us nothing. See, not even something funny that can throw away.
Yeah. Well, my biggest gripe with that movie was strictly, and I like the rest of it. How I had a really good storyline was how dark and brooding he was.
Superman, right?
Superman. Yeah. It's like, you're not Batman. Don't be Batman. Be Superman. And I don't need the all-American Boy Scout 100%. I get it. You want to humanize him, but don't give me Batman to do it.
See, and this is also...
And we don't need it this way. I get it that, if they're writing the Flashpoint storyline, yeah, it does kind of need to be kind of dark because there's a lot of horrifying things that go on in the alternate universe. But what were you gonna say? Because
I agree with you that I would tell Miller, you know what, you're either on board or you're not on board. And I wouldn't I wonder if this is kind of like you see it with teachers with students every once in a while, where it's like the student's like, oh, can I do this or that to change your mind? Like, let's say it's like a class president thing.
Yeah.
Oh, let me do this to change your mind. And the teacher goes, yeah, okay, you can do that, to make the student think that, oh, well, I'm letting you maybe change this. But in the head, the teacher's like, no, I ain't gonna fucking let this happen. Like, my decision's already made up. WB and DC could be the same.
Yeah.
Hey, Ezra, write your own script. It's okay. We're just going to, if he's not on board, we're just going to recast him, guys. Don't worry. Because the reason I say that is, so Ezra Miller, I'll actually look up his IMDb too, because I don't really know whether or not he has any writing credits on his IMDb. But immediately the first thing I wrote up was Grant Morrison, who, yes, has written great stories in comics. But if you look at he's got 10 writer's credits. You've got a short graphic novel, a short comic book movie, video graphic novel, TV, Batman vs. Robin, Suicide Squad, Hell to Pay, which were both videos. His only big live action one was Happy, which right now is on Sci-Fi, that I hear is good.
Yeah.
But
I think it's also on Netflix.
Yes, you're right. But it's like the thing that he's known for is Happy and All-Star Superman. And one of those is TV. The other one is an animated movie, which I'm not saying he couldn't help. But when I look at it, first off, the two writers that you have are coming off of Spider-Man Homecoming, which is a good track record.
Yeah, exactly.
And if I look at it, this is his acting credits. I didn't want his acting credits. I want his writer credits. But basically what I'm saying is the guys that you have writing it have the track record. Ezra Miller, yes, as an actor, has a track record. But also it's like if you're not on board for this train is heading in this direction. You're either on it or you're off it.
I agree with you. Kind of actually the student teacher one is a good analogy and comparison.
Yeah,
whatever you want to call it. Whereas like the DC is probably going, Warner Brothers and DC is probably going, okay, yeah, write your script. And it could be like one of those lines, if we don't like it enough, you have to do this Flash.
Yeah. Which is basically, anyways, I think it's going to come down to.
Otherwise, we break your contract.
They're going to say, they're going to say no. They're going to say no, we don't like it, and then give them the ultimatum of, are you on the train, off the train?
Yeah.
And with me, I kind of like, I mean, looking at it, like, of course he could say, fine, I'm on the train, but I have defended Ezra Miller on this podcast.
Yeah, you have.
After we saw Justice League and reviewed Justice League, even though Dave, I know you're watching. Dave loves that I do that, by the way.
Talks to him.
He has told me, like, I don't know if it's like he loves it or at this point he's just okay with it.
Yeah.
That I break the fourth wall and, like, it's like, Dave, I know you're watching. Because he likes listening and watching the Rick and Johnny podcast.
Yep.
But I know you're watching, and Dave, because it's his favorite hero, like, I get it. It's his favorite hero.
He's going to defend it.
If they did something like this with Batman and made Batman's character something that, they have done that in the past, that was not true to Batman, I would be furious as well. So I get where Dave is coming from. Although I haven't had that same ferocity in it, Dave has never liked Ezra Miller.
No, he has not.
As the Flash.
He'd probably be happy with this news.
Like, he would be, and that's why I sent it to him in a text message. He just didn't think, his whole thing was basically, did not think it met the character of the Flash. Where Barry Allen seemed shy, timid.
Where Barry Allen is supposed to be an extrovert, not an introvert.
Yes, he's supposed to be the extrovert that goes out and, like, makes quirky jokes and isn't afraid to be outgoing.
Exactly.
But yeah, I would almost look at it and go, hey, you know what? Everyone except for Gal Gadot and or Gal Gadot, or whatever. I forgot how to say Gal's name. I'm sorry. But
apologies,
even
Gal Gadot.
Jason, I think it's Gal Gadot.
I think it's supposed to be Gal Gadot.
Yeah,
kind of like Home Depot.
Exactly.
Not the
or the rapport.
There you go, or the rapport.
Yeah, instead of rapport.
Silent T.
Rapport. But you look at Gal Gadot, you look at Jason Momoa, they're on the train.
Yeah.
They are here, whereas Ben Affleck wasn't on the train. He's gone. Henry Cavill, he's one that I think Henry Cavill was on the train. They just didn't have any immediate plans with Superman.
Yeah.
And he, much like James Gunn, well, James Gunn was fired. Henry Cavill wasn't. Henry Cavill was like, hey, if you have no plans for me, I'm going to do this Witcher thing.
Exactly.
I really want to do
He still needs to make money, too.
Exactly. Whereas Ezra Miller, I'd kind of look at it and go, hey, you know what? Since we're kind of revamping this Justice League, let's just revamp the Flash. Let's recast him. And I wouldn't, after Justice League, if you would have asked me that question, I believe we did talk about it.
I think we did,
no, don't. But at this time, my mind's completely changed. Recast the Flash. Make up for, I'm going to say, a mistake that you have made by making Ezra Miller the Flash. And I'm not saying he was bad in Justice League. I'm just saying the
portrayal of Flash was not good.
Maybe I agree with Dave a little bit that he wasn't the Flash. He wasn't the Flash that we truly deserved.
No, and that's the thing. It's like my one thing would be a thought of, well, maybe this next storyline could make him into the Flash we should have, not the Flash that they gave us.
True.
Like maybe it will open him up to but I mean, Barry Allen's supposed to be an extrovert. I would hope that this would make him an extrovert, but it's also like, oh. Wasn't there a joke in there's like, I don't have any friends.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's like, oh, well, that's not really Barry Allen.
Because they were supposed to have, Iris was supposed to be in Justice League.
Was she?
Cut that scene. Yeah, they casted someone to play Iris.
But they cut it? I didn't know that.
Yeah, they had cut that scene from the movie. So if I'm looking at right now the two writers for, you've got the two writers for Homecoming. So Ezra Miller, as a writing credit, only has one thing, and it is The Truth According to Darren Wilson, which was a video documentary short in 2015. So he has no...
Ooh, wow.
You rolled your eyes. Has no
huge credentials on your
writing a major movie script.
Yeah, I mean, huge credentials for that. I mean, the only thing that's going to help him is that he's getting a DC writer to go along with him.
Yes. Whereas I look at, oh, dude, right here, come on. I'm looking at Goldstein's. This is just one of the pairs. Do you want to know what movies are on his resume?
Go ahead. Bring it up for everyone.
Spider-Man Homecoming.
Yep.
The new Vacation movie that was with, what's his name? He was the doctor, the dentist in The Hangover. Shoot, I'm blanking on his name. He was the dentist in The Hangover. Paging Dr. Blank was the line from the movie. Horrible Bosses 2, Horrible Bosses 1, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone. And you can have any thoughts you have about these movies, good, bad, the other. The fact is that, they are major movies. He wrote an episode of Bones. I will use the TV thing as different than movies, though, because I did the same thing for Grant Morrison.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the rest of his stuff was TV, but Horrible Bosses 1 and 2, The Incredible Burt Wonderstone, that was with Steve Carell, and I think Jim Carrey was in that one.
Yeah, I think so. I know Steve Carell was.
Oh, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, so he's... Goldstein alone, this is one half of the pair, has that on his resume just for his writing.
I mean, let's just go along with the fact that you wrote for Spider-Man Homecoming. Really good movie.
And a comic book movie.
That's what I was going to get to next. It's a comic book movie. So he's got at least experience in one comic book movie and one that I would say it can fit the same feeling that I would expect a Flash movie to have. Am I wrong? I mean, you and Dave know Flash more than I do.
No, you're
I think
right.
Spider-Man Homecoming should have almost the same tone as a Flash movie.
And just to make it the same, Horrible Bosses, Burt Wonderstone, Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs 2, Horrible Bosses 2, Vacation, Spider-Man Homecoming. These guys are a pair. They've been on all of them. So, I mean, the same resume for one was the same for the other. I would, if I'm going to put it in like a kind of horse betting sense analogy, I would bet on the horse that has the track record.
Yeah.
I would bet on your two screenwriters that, A, have written a superhero movie in recent history that did fairly well, especially kind of reintroducing Spider-Man and introducing him to the MCU.
And doing a fairly good job.
Spider-Man Homecoming is still my number one Marvel movie. Tied for number one, Infinity War.
Yeah. But
Tied for number one.
I just had my words and I lost
the him and the haw over there.
I had my words and I lost them for a minute. I mean, that, and it's that kind of like Marvel movie that they made. It's where the tone out. The big of it that I was saying is it was fun. Exactly.
And the Flash should be like, yes, DC, like, there should be maybe some darker moments.
Yeah, some.
But like some, like, and especially Barry Allen does have some serious moments, like learning that is when, like, who killed his mother, the whole Flashpoint thing.
Yeah.
But like everything with him in like the Justice League is he's the one making the quips. He's the one like being the funny guy on the team.
And like I feel like it should almost be like Spider-Man Homecoming, whereas there were a lot of quips and yeah, I mean it was teenage awkwardness that made it funny too.
Was Tom Holland exactly like the Spider-Man we remember growing up? No. But he still had that personality. Like, he was shy at first, but in that first movie, grew into his character.
Exactly. And that would have been nice. I mean, I'm hoping maybe if Ezra sticks with it, that's what they do with this next movie, is he grows into his character. It's not supposed to be that way, but, like, at least he'll fix what we didn't get. I'm not opposed to them recasting.
No, I am on, like...
But I'm saying...
After everything I read at the beginning of this topic... I'm on the mindset of like, you know what, is there a bug flying behind me?
No, what you're looking at. Okay. My brain starts spaced out a little bit.
So for the camera people, I saw your eyes look up and I'm thinking, shit, there's a box bug in this room again, isn't there?
No, my brain just started wandering a little bit while I was trying to talk.
Plus, as you guys can see, because we're the light podcast, because we do this during the day, there's a window behind me. So Johnny could just look at squirrels.
Johnny gets distracted by squirrels.
Yeah, squirrels jump. There was one actually. Quick aside, I was doing a podcast. I think it was with either Dave or Sean.
I think you told me it was Dave.
And I'm talking to Dave, and a squirrel jumped from the tree into our window and hit the window, and it derailed the podcast totally. Derailed it totally.
No,
and it was fun.
But I mean.
But what I was going to say is...
you were talking.
I am on the train. After reading what we read earlier in this segment...
Yeah.
Just get rid of them.
Oh, no.
Just don't even bring them back, because here's how I think... Here's my Ricky Widmer prediction.
Okay.
Ezra Miller's going to hand in the script. Warner Brother and DC is going to do this. So pretend like you're handing me the script. Thank you. So, about being on our movie, huh? Oh, you don't want to be? All right, you're gone. That's what should happen, too. Like, take that script, just put it in the can. Put it in the can. The reason why I say that is Ezra Miller. I'm not saying he can't write a bomb script. He can't give us an amazing script. He might blow our minds, but I'm not betting on it.
Oh, no.
Number 2. As soon as I heard dark and gritty, yeah, because that really worked for the DC universe before. Let's go dark and gritty with it. No, there can be dark moments, but go off of what you, like, you're doing good with Wonder Woman. You're doing good with Aquaman. Shazam's probably not going to have the same box office numbers because, A, it's Shazam, and not many people are big on Shazam, popularity-wise. Number 2, Zachary Levi is not the same kind of a name as a Jason Momoa, where I even talked to Pete, who's been on our wrestling podcast. I can actually say his name now, was my boss when I was in college for the radio station I worked at. And even he said, were there people in your Aquaman movie that was like, oh, are you only here because Jason Momoa's hot? And Dave and I were like, yeah, I think so. Because there was a group of ladies behind us and go see movies for whatever you. Oh, yeah, Momoa. Yeah, you do. As soon as he came in on that sub, like, ooh-wee, Jason. Yeah, you go get it, boy. Basically, it was catcalling behind us.
Yeah, it was.
From the girls in the studio, the ladies in the studio, which, hey, to each their own. If I was a woman, I think Jason Momoa would be very handsome, and he would probably be someone that I was very attracted to if I was a woman. But I am not.
I could still say, even though he is a very attractive man.
Very attractive.
I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to say that.
Question for you.
Yes.
If you had to pick one, Hemsworth, Momoa, who you doing? Go. Or who you dating? Go. That's what I should say.
I mean, I'm not gonna.
Momoa.
I don't necessarily want to date a man, but if I had to choose between dating one man or the other, I kind of want to go Hemsworth.
Or do we really go? And this is one just for you.
Yeah.
Do I really go there? Which I will. Pardon my language. Fuck one, marry one, kill one. Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackman, Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa.
So it's Hugh Jackson, Chris Hemsworth.
Yeah, Hugh Jackson, the ex-coach for the Cleveland Browns.
Fuck one, marry one.
Hugh Jackman, Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa. Fuck one, marry one, kill one.
Oh God, this is too hard.
This is just for you because I know it would be hard for you.
I know.
Yeah, this is how we end the Rick and Johnny podcast this week.
No,
I don't think you guys were expecting this.
This is just how we end the Rick and Johnny podcast.
Every single time.
I like to know that I wouldn't want any dude.
This is all hypothetical for you.
Yeah, it's all hypothetical.
Yeah. But I'm putting it at you. I'm putting the Wolverine, Thor, Aquaman at you.
You're really fucking this one up. But I was gonna say, let me get back to the Ezra Miller thing real quick.
I'm getting your answer before we get off on the podcast.
I know you are. This is me kind of like
before we get off on the podcast. Get it?
You're disgusting.
But go ahead.
You're a disgusting human being.
I try sometimes, but go ahead.
This is also me trying to get time while I think about it.
Yes.
I didn't say for Ezra, like, oh, let's keep him.
Mm-hmm.
This is me saying hypothetically, they do keep him.
Yeah.
Hopefully they fix the storyline to where it makes him so he's an outgoing Flash. I'm not saying, hey, yeah, let's keep Ezra. Yeah, I'm saying hopefully they fix it and make him outgoing.
My mindset is I'm not optimistic on that. I don't know if what they've done before, if we can erase that. You know what I'm saying?
I do.
I don't know if he can be the Barry Allen we want him to be.
That's what I'm saying is that hopefully if they were to keep him, they fix that somehow.
Yeah.
Some way, somehow.
I mean, for me, Dave is going to be very happy to think this. He's going to be fist pumping going, yes, you're on Team Dave now. But I look at it and go, keep the writers you got, keep Daly and Goldstein. Let Miller go. Find a new Flash. Now, if he goes fine, I'll do it. Then sure, you've got to keep him. Like, I'm not saying get rid of him at all costs, but like if he's gonna be that guy that says no, I'm not gonna be on that train. All right, it was nice working with you. We're gonna find a new Flash because I don't think you should. Don't let Miller's script win.
Oh
over
no,
Goldstein and Daly.
No, I agree.
That is the crux of it. Now, before I wrap up this
I was
podcast,
hoping you forgot.
We're at the very end. What's your answer?
Oh, God. Let's see. One, marry one, kill one.
Hugh Jackman, Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa. The hardest part for me would be who to kill.
Exactly. That's who I'm struggling with.
Because fuck is easy. That's
Momoa.
The easy one. Yeah, Momoa.
He's going to be fun.
Yeah, and you're not going to marry him. Like, no offense to Momoa. But you're not going to marry him. The question is, who do you want to marry more, Hugh Jackman or Chris Hemsworth? Chris Hemsworth has kids. He's a family guy, so he's got that going for him. But Hugh Jackman is also a great guy and loves charity.
Exactly.
He is a charitable man. And he sings musicals and operas.
I think I'm going to go Hemsworth because he's the family man.
I'm going to go with Hugh Jackman.
I
would marry Hugh Jackman. I would kill Chris Hemsworth. No offense. Or in this case, as I've got the bullet to his head, I'd say, well, meet your maker, Chris Hemsworth. And then I'd say his name wrong because I do that sometimes.
Yeah.
I would go marry Hugh Jackman, kill Chris Hemsworth, fuck Jason Momoa.
We both agree on fucking Jason Momoa because he'd be fun. He seems like he'd be fun.
Yeah, he'd be fun. Well, it depends. Which Momoa we getting? We getting Aquaman Momoa? We getting Khal Drogo?
I want
Momoa.
Aquaman Momoa because I don't want to go through what Khaleesi went through.
I don't want Khal Drogo. That is like Ezra Miller's talking dark. That is like super dark.
That's real dark.
Let's go Aquaman Momoa.
Yeah, let's go Aquaman Momoa.
Hoorah! My man.
I'm going to go the opposite way.
Yeah.
Marry Hemsworth. I'm sorry. Kill Hugh Jackman. I'm going to say, hope you come back.
Yeah,
he's Wolverine. He can't die.
Regeneration. You know, it would have been a weird one if I threw Ryan Reynolds in there instead of Hemsworth.
Ooh.
Instead of Hemsworth, threw Ryan Reynolds in there. Maybe that'll be a future one. But this is where you guys.
Maybe we could throw some women in there too.
First off, let us know what you think of this whole Ezra Miller and the Flash thing. And then number 2, I'm taking that and I'm flipping it onto you. Let us know
marry one, kill
what
one.
you guys think. Hugh Jackman, Chris Hemsworth, Jason Momoa. Let us know what you guys are thinking down below in the comments.
Aquaman, Jason Momoa. Thank you much.
Aquaman,
I mean, unless you
Jason Momoa.
prefer Drogo.
Yeah, I don't. I'm not.
I'm going to go Aquaman.
Yeah,
I'm saying if they prefer,
I'm a gentle kind of guy, Johnny. I'm not really into the rough stuff.
I would just. He seems like a really party dude.
Yeah, see, I'd want.
That's what I want.
I want to have fun. I'd want to make me feel good.
Buy a girl a few drinks first.
Yeah. buy me a few. I was gonna go with flowers, but okay.
No, I want a few drinks first.
Buy me a few flowers, make me feel good. But
so will the alcohol.
Make sure to check us out on Patreon, patreon.com/Most Valuable Podcast to help support us. Make sure we can keep doing what we love doing for you guys. We have fun here. We do. That's
I'm thinking I can't wait for Dave to see the end of this podcast.
Man, Dave is gonna love it. And I want his answer as well. But make sure to check us out on Patreon. We got some cool rewards coming, some new rewards coming your way, so you can help support us even better, and we can give back to you guys even more for helping support us, keeping this dream alive for us, because we all do want this to be the full-time thing one day. Knock on wood, that it actually happens for us. Also, make sure to rate and review the podcast on iTunes and Apple Podcasts. 5-star ratings really help us out. And then last but not least, Twitter, at Ricky Widmer, at War Machine 9085, at Most Valuable Pod is Most Valuable Podcast. Thank you guys for checking out the Rick and Johnny podcast. Check out our movie review for Wonder Park as well. And as always, have a good day, everybody.